Is this thing on? Yeah, it's true. It's a Manna Monday. All praise, honor, and glory to the Most High. I know it's been a minute. We haven't had a Manna Monday in a little while, but we're here. All right. We're gonna continue feeding the sheep, regardless of the restrictions and the pitfalls that YouTube and any other social media channels are trying to censor the voices of those speaking the truth. Man, we still push. All right. All praise, honor, and glory to the Most High. Why Yahushua, this your brother Amath. I acquire first name. IQ is all the same. Represent messengers of the covenant. Here to deliver another DSTM. This is number 106, y'all. Number 106. All praise, honor, and glory to the Most High. If you just entered into the house, man, you already know the deal. Wipe your feet on the mat. Hit that like button. Share the videos to your respective channels, your respective pages, your emails, wherever it needs to go to. All right. Days and times that we're living in now, it's pretty much truth against lies, good against evil. What side do you stand on? That's the question. If you stand on the side of truth, then you promote truth. You stand for truth. And according to the Bible, the truth is Psalms 119, 142, which means to keep and uphold the laws of the Most High. All right. That's how we maintain truth in our life. Right. So in case anybody's new to the channel, doesn't understand or know or believe what I just said, let me quickly share with you and acknowledge what the word of the Lord says. Okay, here we go. Psalms 119 and 142. It says, "Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth." We got to stand up for truth. And when you look at what Christ said in the book of John 8 and 32, you see this here? Famous scripture, man. Everybody, quotes it, misquotes it, doesn't place proper context on it. But understand this: Christ said, "And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free." So we understand and know what liberates us from the bondage of sin, what liberates us from the bondage of lies and deception is truth. And truth stands on principles, right? So if you're dealing with the law stands on principles of moral laws, dietary laws, civil laws, ceremonial laws, and sacrificial laws. Those make the Israelites set apart. The Israelites, blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, yes, you are the children of the Lord. Now, we notice here that Christ even said, "Ye shall know the truth, and the truth is going to make us free." Well, you cannot have truth without a lie present. We know the truth stands on its own. It doesn't need any proving, right? But it can exist without a lie being present. So we're in a stage right now where it's good against evil, truth against lies. Again, where do you stand? All right. So I'm gonna make it brief today, and just want to share a couple articles with y'all. You know how we do. Don't shoot the messenger. Just go ahead on and accept the message. All right. Make sure them feet is wiped. Hit that like button. Kick in the algorithms, because YouTube definitely would love to and continues to suppress anything and everything that we promote, and other brothers and sisters that's out there pushing this truth on these particular platforms. So, do your part, do your works, man. Keep this word alive, right? So, you seen the headlines, man. Bill Gates says, we've not seen the worst yet of the DVOC. Yeah, I've changed the name. I've changed the name. I've got to be able to keep the algorithms wondering what's he talking about. For the Laker fans of the '90s and the early 2000s, before he got traded, Vlade Divac. Y'all remember him? And you say, well, how did he come up with that? Uh, Look at the word that begins with that capital C and just say it backwards. All right. So no longer we talking about the vid, not other. We talking Divac, the Vlade Divac. All right, because they on my ass. I ain't gonna lie to you. They on my ass. They trying to make sure anything I say, man, I'm out of here. And this channel is in jeopardy if we mince words with these people. Okay. So Bill Gates warns we've not seen the worst of DVOC. Microsoft billionaire says there is way above 5% risk of the pandemic generating more transmissive and even, quote, even more fatal Vlade Divac variants. So I bring this out to only compound the narrative that myself and others have been speaking on for the last, give or take, 6 months or so. That although they have the public moving around with their guard down, thinking, oh, it's over. And you got Frankenstein Fauci over here to the right saying, oh, we're definitely past the pandemic phase. Over here in America, your mask is off. Everybody feeling like we getting back to normal. Remember, Republican and Democrat primaries is coming up in November. Slow Biden is trying to make everybody feel better and feel good, right? He signed the anti-lynching bill. Wants to make you Negroes feel safe again. You know, um, what else has he done of recent? There was something of recent that he did that he's hoping to gain some favor. I can't remember, but whatever. Don't fall for the okie doke, y'all. They're gonna try to impose and have everybody relive the last 2 years again because everything has to collapse in order for them to quote build back better. Y'all know that, okay? So let's look at this real quick. Bill Gates warns we not seen the worst of the Vlade, the Divac, right? Bill Gates warned a more transmissive and fatal variant could be generated. He said that, this is according to the Daily Mail, YouTube, not me. He said that would mean the world has yet to see the worst of the pandemic. So, if you remember, I played the video clip of Bill Gates in 2020, speaking with I forgot the media's cat's name, man. Indian cat, man, Elamite. And he said, this one kind of went by. Everybody didn't, really get hip to what was being done. He said the next one is going to get everybody's attention, as he giggled and laughed about it. Hold on. I don't remember that. I don't want to try to pull it up. I don't want to, but I'm gonna show y'all the image. And he laughed as he said it. Um, Hold on. Y'all might be remember the image. This one right here. I think it was this one. If it wasn't that one, it was the one with him and his wife. But either way, he readily said the next one is going to get everybody's attention. So he's already speaking about a future pandemic, and they always calculate how things come out, right? So just be warned that the best is yet to come, according to the so-called white man Bill Gates. Who had control of the narrative until his dirty laundry got exposed and he ended up getting divorced, and they had to take him from the spotlight because now his voice wasn't as credible anymore because he couldn't control his household and couldn't keep his microphallus in his pants. You dig? So that was why he got wiped off of the front lines, and they had to make Frankenstein Fauci step up even more and be on the front lines. So now that things is kind of dwindling down, people done forgot about you know Gates and what his household debacle, and he done settled up with his wife. She done walked away with some billions. Now they're trying to give him back a voice again because you niggas got a small short term memory. And Hispanics got a short term memory, man. So quick to forgive, so quick to forget. Now we ain't forgot. He's still around, and now he's already letting us know what's happening next. Something big is coming down the pipeline. Um, let's read a little bit of this. The tech mogul and philanthropist said he did not want to sound doom and gloom, but warned there was a risk of an even more transmissive and even more fatal variant could be generated. He said the risk of that happening is way above 5% and would mean the world is yet to see the worst of the pandemic. Okay, so know that that's on the way. Know that the narrative and understanding and the proof and the pudding, as far as things are not over. We haven't gotten past it. We haven't beat it. We haven't beaten Vlade Divac. Divac is still playing. He's still in the game. And matter of fact, he's getting even better. He's added to his offensive arsenal, right? So understand that, and we'll keep it moving. Just add more fuel to the fire, man. It's part for the course and how things is moving in the earth as it stands. Okay, so pestilence, plague, disease. Don't be surprised if that's still around. It's not going nowhere, man. It was too masterful for it to just go away. I mean, you see how many things they got accomplished with that? I won't go over everything that it did, but y'all should know how much that changed the world in the last 2.5 years and continues to do so. Let's move on. On the war front, the question is being asked: is China preparing to invade Taiwan? Well, we're looking at more wars, huh? More rumors of wars. I mean, people can't even, they still haven't digested the Ukraine and Russia conflict. We've been rumored about China invading Taiwan. So the question is proposed. What are they doing? Why is this up? Look at this. In China, is China preparing to invade Taiwan? Beijing orders officials to find ways to protect the nation from Western sanctions like those used against Russia. Oh, so they're already pre-planning and saying, you know what? When we go hot on Taiwan, you know what's to come. They're going to try to sanction us. We got to figure out other ways around these Western sanctions so that our economy and business as usual can continue on. They're getting ready to set up shop over there in the Solomon Islands so they can strategically be having their military set up over there. They're trying to get the South China Sea back on track. They want Taiwan back home. You understand? So this is another in the same, almost I'm not gonna say identical, but a similar scenario as far as Taiwan being annexed and being a sovereign uh, country away from its original homeland, China, or being part of China. Same way the Ukraine was with Russia, right? So here we go. China held an emergency meeting with regulators in anticipation of sanctions. The regime is seeking to protect its 3.2 trillion in foreign currency reserves. Banking officials from HSBC and other international lenders were invited. The West is said to be considering sanctions in the event China invades Taiwan. So they already know the repercussions. So the fact that they're having an emergency meeting in anticipation that sanctions is coming quite possibly means that they're getting ready to go to war. Notice I said quite possibly. So don't say, "Oh, he said they go." No, I said quite possibly. I'm reading the headlines. I said it was a question. So I know how some of y'all be scrutinizing and listening. And did he say? See, don't listen to him. He be saying, no. I'm very careful. China has stepped up military activity in the region as the U.S. held high-level talks with its allies, including the UK, over the possibility of a Chinese invasion. NATO and the U.S. is about to have their hands full because you're gonna have to deal with the Russia and Ukraine situation. You're gonna have China and Taiwan situation. And if you remember in DSTM 105, China said everybody's going to have to get used to the new order of things. And they refused to condemn Russia. And they said basically, Russia is the homies. And whatever they doing is their business, and we standing with them. Win, lose, or draw. We already know about their economic relationships that they've established. So, the fact that warfare is on the horizon in China and Taiwan, again, is par for the course. Par for the course. Let's move on. Look at this. You seen in the headlines, MSNBC said they want to control you. And that's the Mockingbird media. If I mean, newsflash. If you're not convinced that the media is a tool of propaganda that is used to control the minds of the people, I mean, think again. This is why they just, when we just covered in DSM 105 about the disinformation board being established so that they can run around and dictate policy and they can establish narratives and they can say who's right, who's wrong, what's good, what's not, what you can and can't say, who's getting canceled, who's getting suspended, who's getting their whole ability to speak in the virtual world snatched. And it's being defended. And who's heading it up publicly has already been wrong on a couple of occasions regarding facts. But it doesn't matter. The Ministry of Truth, our police, they've been activated. Let's look at this.
Exactly. And that's exactly what I hear. What Yamiche just said is what I hear from all the Trump supporters that I talk to who were Trump voters and are still Trump supporters.
I mean, how far removed are we from Trump when he was president? Huh? I mean, give me a damn break. Slow Biden's been in for a year and a half now. Trump's been gone. They still trying to use him as a scapegoat and a poster child for everything wrong with politics. As if Slow Biden and the rest of his peoples ain't got no problems. I mean, look at his approval ratings. That'll tell you something. But they're still using him as cannon fodder, for this media war to continually play on the minds of the people. You say that word Trump, that automatically puts you in a different spirit. So that means anything that follows after that, you're already ready to accept it and ride with the narrative. That's how slick they're moving. But let's go.
They go, yeah, you guys are going crazy. He's doing, what are you so surprised about? He's doing exactly what he said he's going to do.
Well, and I think that the dangerous, edges here are that he's trying to undermine the media, trying to make up his own facts.
And they're talking about Elon Musk and him taking over Twitter, right?
And it could be that while unemployment and the economy worsens, he could have undermined the messaging so much that he can actually control exactly what people think. And that is our job.
Yeah.
Oh, he can actually control what people think, and that is actually our job. Oh, hold on. Let me let her come back because she's up here fumbling and trying to slide that in. And then you're going to hear her co-host say, that's right.
Exactly what people think. And that is our job.
Yeah. If you look at the issues.
So much that he can actually control exactly what people think. And that is our job.
Yeah. If you look at the issues.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't even stop and pause. Immediately agreed. So, you tell me, what's the truth? Look at this damn demonic damn ads they be having on these damn things, man. Look at this. Anyway, okay. But look at this now. CNN's new boss, Chris Licht, whatever the hell his name is. Look at what he says. Too many people have lost trust in the media. You think? You think? So here they are trying to scramble. Hold on. What the hell? Here they are trying to scramble. This damn Satan, man, moving on the damn computer. As soon as I get to talking about one of his damn demonic ads, he wants to try to shut it down. Anyway. New CNN boss Chris Licht is talking about too many people have lost trust in the media. You think so? When you just got through seeing Mika Brzezinski talking about it's your job, their job to control what people think? Huh? As many fake news stories as they've promoted, as we see the whole breakdown of how many people done got fired out of CNN. Fired because of sexual misconduct. All kind of madness going on over there. Too many people have lost trust in the media. New CNN boss Chris Licht looks to ditch the firm's obsession with opinion-led shows. Did you hear that? Opinion-led, not facts. That's why they have media personalities, man. These cats just go up there and speak their opinions, and people take this in as fact. As if, somebody's opinion means it is true. Notice that. The news now is opinion based. It's not factual based. Obsessing with opinion led shows for, quote, straightforward facts and insightful commentary. As insiders say, he won't run it as a cult like Jeff Zucker. Did you hear that? See, that's when you hear about the Ministry of Truth. That's a cult based out of 1984. Thought Police. That's a cult based ideology out of 1984. He just got through acknowledging that CNN was being ran like a cult. Go with the storylines, go with the narrative, go with the opinion, or you're fired. You know, sexual misconduct going on all behind closed doors. Who knows what else madness was going on in that place? And you know, CNN ain't the only ones who went under a complete reform. They just tried to launch a streaming app. They had to shut it down in 30 days. They spent millions of dollars, man. They had to shut it down because they couldn't get the subscribers and nobody was watching it. Just in case y'all think I'm BSing. Look, CNN streaming service shutting down a month after its launch. CNN Plus was shut down at the end of April. Ain't nobody watching that crap. Less than 10,000 people were watching CNN Plus each day. I mean, you got cats on YouTube, man. They getting 10, 15,000 views in a day. I mean, who's watching that? So they're losing their cult following. They're losing their constraints on the people. Chris Licks, 50, started his first day as CNN's new president on Monday. He told staff in a memo that first and foremost, we should and will be advocates for the truth. We'll see about that. Damn devil wouldn't know the truth if it bit him in the ass. I think we can be a beacon in regaining that trust by being an organization that exemplifies the best characteristics of journalism, he added. So, in other words, he must be admitting that CNN hasn't always spoken the truth, that they must be known for lying, that there must be some fact and truth to when they were being called fake news and cool nigga news and Clinton News Network and the corrupt news network. Or, you know, you fill in the blanks of them acronyms. I mean, there's plenty of them. Now he said, oh, we got to start talking. We got to speak the truth now. We got to be advocates for truth. We can't keep lying. We can't keep deceiving the people. We can't keep trying to control the narrative. Really? That'll be the day. We'll see if that comes to pass. The former CBS producer is reputed in the media industry for his work on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Warner Brothers Discovery boss David Zaslav, who owns CNN, told employees last month that he wants the news network to focus on factual reporting. So what was they doing before? Huh? Oh, okay. See, they can promote. I promoted, and I've actually put stories in my Don't Shoot the Messengers from CNN regarding the DVOC and all kind of stuff. And my channel gets suspended and saying that it was disinformation, right? Oh, but when CNN and all these other news, it's all true. Now they want to say, actually, we lie. Interesting. So now they got to focus on telling the truth. Anyway, he also wants the network to distance itself from competitors in an industry that he claims is absorbed by advocacy networks. Oh, really? Oh, they've gotten influenced from advocacy networks or different or outside organizations? Isn't that what advocacy is? Huh? Okay. Over the last year, CNN has been in turmoil over the scandals and resignations of former CNN chief Jeff Zucker and news anchor Chris Cuomo. Isn't that something? Well, you see it here. Don't fall for the okie doke, y'all. You already know. The Mockingbird media is losing themselves and they're flying the coop. Last story. Look at this. We talk about how the earth is in complete turmoil, man. We talk about plague, disease, famine, empty shelves, fertilizer scarcities, and cost of fertilizer going up, which is increasing the cost of crops and foods. Farmers are struggling to keep up with demand. I mean, we're in a real bind right now, y'all. But look at Esau's solution. Can P help feed the world? Last weekend, DSTM 105, they were proposing eating bugs to replace proteins. I've said it once, I've said it twice. Go to the IQAhmath channel. I can't upload or promote new videos, but the older content is still there. There's a video that I did and a lesson I did regarding, I believe it's called Death on a Plate, um, uh, food and oppression or something like that. Can't remember the exact title, but it's similar to that. It's probably about a year and a half old, year old at least. Okay, maybe a year and a half. I don't know, but if you're interested, go check it out. Because the only thing we're seeing now is everything that I was talking about is showing even more coherent now. Can P help feed the world? Are you prepared? Open wide. Good Lord. I mean, we ain't even talked about them utilizing uh damn um human remains. Human remains for fertilizer and compost. Hello? Turning our dead into fertilizer. Can cremated remains be used as fertilizer? America's food is fertilized with human remains. Look, and it got approved here, Washington State, NBC News. Composting of human bodies are now legal in Washington State. So we're talking cannibalism that they're authorizing and they're saying it's okay. And they want you to use piss. And then you wonder why these food factories and plants are blowing up and catching fire. Another recent one just happened. Another food plant. Hold on. In Virginia. Yeah, this was just over the weekend. Where's the date at? Yeah, May 1st. Another food processing plant was caught on fire in Chesapeake, Virginia on Saturday amid a spat of mysterious food plant accidents taking place across America. At 18 and 18 months. Is this just coincidence? I mean, look at all the pictures. You see them here? All food plants, meat packing plants, you name it. While we're in the midst of food shortages, they're talking about use human remains for your compost and fertilizer. All of a sudden, we're realizing that we're having fertilizer shortages, right? And fertilizer is becoming too expensive. Now they're saying that these are the alternatives that they're going to present. Go pee in the rhubarb. Engineer Fabian Escalier has never forgotten his grandmother's unconventional approach to gardening. In fact, it has inspired his career. Human urine may seem like a crude way of fertilizing plants in the era of industrial agriculture, but as researchers look for ways to reduce reliance on chemicals and cut environmental pollution, Green New Deal, some are growing increasingly interested in the potential of pee. Plants need nutrients, nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, and we ingest these through food before excreting them, mostly through urine, said Esculier, who runs an OC API research program in France looking at food systems and human waste management. This presents an opportunity, scientists think. Oh, you think? And we're talking about fertilizer being um, in jeopardy? Uh, yeah, this is the one. I mean, look around. I'm gonna just hit the news. Supply chain issues require creative plant solution. Look, Global NPK Fertilizers Market Report 2026. I read a different report a week or so ago. Fertilizer company Mosaic sees high AG commodity prices continuing due to the Russia-Ukraine conflict. I mean, okay, it's pretty clear, isn't it? Pretty clear what's going on. Media manipulation, defilement of the food, uh, the new threat of a different form of a DVOC coming around is going to be even worse. To quote Bill Gates, the worst is yet to come, right? And that's just in the last 35 minutes. There's more to come, y'all. More to come. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High while y'all beside me. Always remember, fear the Most High, keep the commandments, and don't ever shoot your messenger. Till the next time. Shalom.